Hey everyone, welcome back to K-Drama Lens. Today's story is one that honestly feels like something straight out of a romantic drama. Gentle, emotional, and so real that even days later, people still can't stop talking about it. What happened a few days ago wasn't a performance or a scripted moment. It was something personal, something that felt deeply sincere. And yes, it's about Yulong and the surprise he planned for Mei Mei's birthday. So let's go back to how it all began. That morning, the internet felt unusually quiet. It was Mei Mei's birthday, and fans were expecting the usual posts. A thank you message, maybe a photo, a little moment of connection. But her page stayed silent. No story updates, no reposts, not even a selfie. For a while, people thought she was just taking a break. But then, a few subtle hints began to appear online. Clues that something special was happening behind the scenes. Around noon, a few fans noticed a small event hall in Hangzhou being decorated with pale cream drapes, soft lighting, and rows of delicate white roses. It wasn't a grand ballroom, but it looked elegant, warm, and carefully planned. Workers were carrying in floral arrangements, pastel balloons, and a large cake stand covered by a cloth. No one knew what it was for, until someone caught sight of a familiar manager, one known to work for Yulong. That's when the whispers started. By mid-afternoon, the excitement online was growing. Fans began speculating that Yulong was planning a private birthday celebration for Mei Mei. Some refused to believe it, calling it just another rumor, while others said it made perfect sense. The timing, the secrecy, everything fit too perfectly. At around 5 p.m., Mei Mei arrived quietly. She stepped out of a black car wearing a soft beige dress with light embroidery along the sleeves. Her hair was loosely tied, and she carried a small clutch bag. She smiled at a few fans waiting outside but didn't stop for photos. Her team guided her through a private entrance, and at that point, no one really knew what was about to unfold inside. When she entered the room, it was like walking into a dream. The space glowed with warm fairy lights. There were candles arranged in gentle spirals around a small table in the center. Dozens of handwritten notes from fans were pinned along one wall, and in the corner, a slow instrumental version of one of her drama soundtracks played softly. It wasn't loud or extravagant. It was intimate. And right there, standing at the far end of the room with his back turned, was Yulong. For a few seconds, Mei Mei just froze. She wasn't expecting him, at least not like that. Yulong turned around with a quiet smile, holding a bouquet of white roses and one single red one in the middle. He walked up to her, handed the flowers, and said something so soft that even the people standing nearby couldn't hear. But whatever he said made her laugh, that small, shy laugh fans know so well. Then he guided her toward the center of the room where the main table was waiting. On it sat a small silver box tied with a gold ribbon. He asked her to open it, and inside was a necklace, a thin silver chain with a crystal pendant that sparkled under the light. It wasn't just any piece of jewelry. Fans later realized it was the exact same design Mei Mei had worn during her first project with Yulong years ago, a symbol from where their journey began. When she saw it, her expression changed completely. Her eyes filled with emotion, and for a brief second, she seemed lost for words. Yulong smiled again and carefully fastened the necklace around her neck while everyone in the room, close staff and friends, clapped quietly. It was such a gentle moment, yet it carried so much meaning. Right after that, the lights dimmed slightly, and a cake was rolled in, a simple 3-tier design with soft white frosting and pale pink petals scattered across it. On top, written in delicate gold icing, were 2 words, "Always here." When Mei Mei saw it, she covered her mouth and laughed. It was a callback to an interview Yulong did years ago where he'd said those exact words when asked about their friendship. As the music played, they stood side by side, cutting the cake together while everyone cheered. Yu Long helped her serve the first slice, jokingly insisting that she take the first bite, and that playful moment instantly warmed the room. You could tell that every part of the evening had been planned to feel simple, thoughtful, and real. Not a flashy show for the cameras, but something meant only for her. After the celebration ended, they both sat together for a while, talking and laughing quietly. Some of the people who were there said the way they looked at each other spoke volumes. Not dramatic or overly romantic, but deeply comfortable, like two people who understood each other completely. Mei Mei was seen leaning forward as Yu Long said something funny, and he smiled in that familiar protective way that fans always notice during their interviews. Later that night, Yu Long posted a single photo on his social media. It wasn't of them together, just a picture of the cake table, lit softly by the golden lights. His caption read, "Some moments don't need sound." That was all. Minutes later, Mei Mei commented below with a simple white heart emoji and the words, "Thank you for remembering." No tags, no hashtags, just those quiet words. And that alone was enough to make the internet explode. By midnight, hashtags like hashtag Yu Long surprises Mei Mei and hashtag always here were trending across multiple platforms. Fans flooded comment sections with emotional reactions. He didn't just give her a gift. He gave her a memory. The way they understand each other without words is unreal. This is the kind of love that feels effortless. Even major media outlets picked up the story, calling it the most genuine celebrity moment of the year. But what really touched people wasn't the luxury or the scale. It was the authenticity, the tenderness, the care in every detail. People who were present later said Yu Long personally oversaw the decorations, choosing the flowers himself because they were Mei Mei's favorites. He'd even written one of the notes on the wall, a small message that read, "You've come so far. Keep shining." No signature, but everyone knew who it was from. As the night went on, a few more unseen photos surfaced online. Mei Mei smiling while holding the bouquet, Yu Long laughing during the cake moment, their teams standing off to the side giving them space. Every image told the same story: warmth, comfort, and something that went far beyond friendship. And maybe that's what made the whole thing so special. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It was two people who have shared countless on-screen memories now sharing something real, something quiet, something that made everyone watching feel like they were witnessing a chapter from a love story still being written. So what do you think? Was Yu Long's birthday surprise just a sweet gesture between close friends, or was it a quiet confession, one that didn't need to be spoken out loud? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. That evening became more than just a birthday celebration. It became proof that genuine care still exists, even in a world filled with cameras and headlines. And for everyone who watched it unfold, it was a reminder that sometimes, love doesn't need to be shouted, just needs to be felt. This is K-Drama Lens, and as always, I'll be here to bring you every beautiful, heartfelt detail as their story continues.